not getting myself involved in any of that shit. That's for sure.
I love
just watch.
The last time I was asked for my opinion, I was, you know, yeah.
Booty Ward, I love you, man.
That's not Bully Ward. I thought that was
Andrew.
Oh, that's Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's one or the other.
Your second guess was correct. Oh, check this out. Here, let me see if I can spin this and show you.
Not only are you cheating on me with Golden, you're cheating on me with fucking Booty Wars. And why does your name say Bones?
It's not your panel.
Yeah, I'll see that.
No, it's anywhere you go. Your name is Golden Boner.
Oh, Lord.
I don't see Mr. Bless running around as Mr. Bless anymore.
Not my problem. You're my problem right now.
And you're Mrs. Ace. Mrs.
No,
AC.
he just busted on himself. He's one cheating on me with you.
That's right. Andrew, you told us.
Fuck this.
Roger loses. Cindy, you have serious problems with most of the time.
Let me tell a story.
You blame others as well as talk shit about others who tell you and others true about what you do say.
Over there, he was trying to fight one of the employees.
He said that makes you a bully by definition. It makes you a liar too,
when I got
Cindy.
there, all the police was pulling up,
Mr.
and I mean like a lot of cars.
Who else is alive?
And they were surrounding him, and I got there, and they asked, was I with them? And they said, no, he films or whatever the fuck. And they went and did a little huddle. And then when they came out their huddle, they decided that they're going to leave. And they told the guy, what do you want? And he said, I want y'all to leave the fuck alone. And they said, fine, look, this is our post, Madison and Central, and we're not going anywhere. And all of them left, and that one car stayed right there, and he's been rotating with someone else. I congratulated him, and I filmed it. I'm probably going to post a vid. I told him I really liked the way you just handled that. Y'all didn't, hey, you're going to get off of here, or you're going to need a 5150, because they was over there talking mental eval shit. I can hear it all out their mouth, but they didn't put hands on them, and they honored that. I've seen so many videos where they keep talking to the guy, and it ends up going bad. They backed off and said, we're just going to sit here, and they're being true to their word. They're sitting there, they let the guy go, they didn't fuck with him, he walked off. And I can't see how crazy he was. He was like, thank you, man. He was thanking me for filming. And he said that he had beef with someone in there, and he was like, I want him. He was mad at him. I don't see 5150 shit, but it could have went bad. I'm sorry. That was a totally different subject, but
No, you're fine.
it was interesting as fuck.
I said something earlier about, so what do we do with these so-called people like to, claim bullying when they're just shit stirring, and they know what they're doing because they've been on YouTube for quite some time. Usually people like this know exactly what they're doing, right? They've been on YouTube for a while. They know what works. They know what trolling is. They've been around a lot of people where they've learned this shit extensively. So they've even admitted to doing so on panels. And so, I mean, in my opinion, I just stay the fuck away. I steer clear of these motherfuckers.
So what do you do? Is that the question? So
Glenn said, okay, Golden, did you go bones and never go back?
The moderator needs to be more conscious and recognize what's going on, or the panel owner, and they need to.
Moderator Chaos says, poop at an appropriate home at 10th man's house.
But in most cases, it's the moderators, niggas going in their rooms, in their feelings. In most cases, the moderators are highly involved.
Pooh's been a lot of new homes lately, man. He's been finding a nice home in a DFG channel.
Not just in chat, I'm talking about like going on panels, holding streams, talking about certain people or whatever. I mean, look, I know I'm guilty of talking about certain people. I mean, hell, I went after fucking Brian's ass for months, but I'm going to put it out there. The dude's a fucking douche, and he was doing some horrible, disgusting things and saying some horrible, disgusting things, and I felt no guilt whatsoever putting his shit on blast. So,
no, because that's calling a person out.
Yeah.
You made that distinction earlier, Golden. You didn't
start it.
Well, no, that's a childish.
Well, just like me,
And I
was.
didn't have to
It was just like me,
dox
like
him. I
what?
didn't have
Right,
to-
beginning of the year, not
she
so
didn't start
Rosie
it.
ran out
She didn't
last.
attack
Yeah,
him.
like
She
what,
didn't-
many months
she
ago.
was,
Because I thought
defending
her
herself.
behavior was
Those are
fucked
different
up, you know.
things.
But after
Those
a
are
while,
three
just say,
different
you know what?
things. You said
Let's
she
let her
didn't
be.
start it.
She can
One,
do what
that
she
doesn't
wants, you
matter.
know.
She could have started
As long
a
as
year
she's not
ago.
breaking the law, not hurting anybody, you know, she can do what she wants.
Didn't attack.
When I heard
that's
she
huge,
lost her channel, her
right?
main
If
channel,
one's not
that
attacking
were like
and one
14 or
is,
something, you know, I thought it was
that's just
fucked up, man.
obvious, and I
The
forgot
trolls
the
tried
other
to
thing you
take her
said.
channel
But I
down.
don't buy that.
Nobody should
He
lose their
started it,
channel.
so it's
She worked
okay
hard
for
on
me
that
to do
channel.
all
No.
this dirty shit. I don't buy that.
Okay, I
No.
wasn't doing. Was I doing dirty shit though? In
No,
here?
I'm
No,
talking
she
about what
defended
Bones
herself.
said. Yeah.
All I did was just point out his bad behavior and just replay some clips of him speaking and doing things and
that sounds fair,
going
yeah.
to show, pointing out the obvious that there's some people out there that are just, they see this shit and they're just like, well, he did nothing to me, so.
Post a comment here.
No.
Oh, Raz triggered again.
And then you get the motherfucker like Brian. I'm sorry, I try not to say names today, but since he just came up, that will do and say he's doing what you're doing. I'm just playing her wrong or his wrongs and calling him out. But they will intentionally mislead, change the clip, take one word here and say, now this is what he meant. They'll intentionally pervert the process that you're talking about.
Right. I mean, look, you just, oh God, again, I'm going to go back to human behavior. We are humans. We are emotional creatures. Okay. For instance, I know for a fact, I was trolled relentlessly. Okay. I have been trolled relentlessly, and I never, people use sock accounts or not, but you know when you're being thrown shade. At least I do.
Yeah.
I know when I'm being
people do in general. Yeah.
I've had sock
you get the
accounts
whole
troll the fuck out of me in my
passive-aggressive
comic
rock
section
throwing, and
stuff like that.
and I can now I have a choice. I know this because I don't
usually does know pretty much who it is.
But I do have a choice. I can react to it.
I remember
or I
like
can
when
just,
Philemon was trolling me with his
whatever, let
fucking
him be
creepy
assholes and
account.
just walk away.
And I knew it,
And I have
Philemon.
been
I
known
knew it
not
was.
to do that. I have been known not
Eventually,
to walk
I got smart, just blocked him,
emotional.
I'm just thinking like, Philemon, if you want to fucking comment in my comment section, bring your own account and don't bring your stupid
shit crazy
retarded
sometimes.
sock
I've done
accounts.
that. Okay. Now,
And people want to rail on me and say, oh, I got 100 sock accounts. No, I don't.
Now, having said that, I'm aware of it. I'm something that I'm trying to work on. And, because YouTube has made me really look at myself as far as what the amount of shit. Listen, again, I've been through a lot of shit in my life, but YouTube is a whole different fucking ball game. It's like a completely different realm.
Golden, I'm going to change it a little bit.
Hey, said, Cross Thomas, turning on from what?
Your friend
Nobody cares if you watch, Roz.
Bully.
Even better, please feel free to block me and stop having verbal diarrhea about me.
STL.
Thanks.
Because I know you and Rod are fucking. Be right back.
Okay.
Let's say, no, he's not going to 10. Let's say your friend is bullying STL. Is the bully. Do you talk to him? Or no? He's bullying someone relentlessly. Do you talk to your friend and tell him what you think is bullying? I think you're bullying that person. Or what? Just curious. If your friend's been a bully, you're not being the bully. I don't know your friends with Shelly or whoever you think a bully is. Do you talk to them and tell them they're bullying?
I have an example of that after STL.
It just depends. I guess it depends on the situation. I guess one of the situation comes up.
Nah, Raz, you are the one with wadded knickers, not me.
Out to invite him out to pizza, and then people are like,
"Oh, fuck!"
I think some people felt that was out of line, right? And
what did you say, Rod?
And then saying, "Hey, I'm almost there." I've got bowls of steel.
I don't remember the incident, but I think you don't mean it was a cordial. If I call a fucking Rod and invite him out to pizza, he better show up. We're gonna drink beer too. But I don't think that's what you're talking about here.
No, it wasn't like that. But it was more, But I think people were like, that was out of line. And I think people did, call him out on it, right?
Very good. Yeah, you go ahead.
Well, go ahead, Rada. I mean, how do you feel about this?
I mean, originally, I really did want to meet the kid and be like, dude, like, yeah, all right. So at the end of the day, like, just to fast forward till today, I tell people just stop giving the kid attention. That kid's gonna snap one of these days. There's something gonna happen to that kid one of these days. It's gonna be bad, and people are gonna feel bad for it. And I tell people, don't go there. Just let the kid be on his channel. He comes over here, you ignore him, or you don't let him up on panels. Like, again, I don't tell people how to run their panels, but nothing good ever comes out of rebels running on a panel. And I've gotten off of panels before. Get away from rebels. Originally, when I met the kid, I generally saw, like, you know, a problem with the guy, and I saw that, like, he was being probably maybe picked on or whatever.
Here you go, Joe.
And
just for
and
you,
I was
baby.
like, you know what? Whatever. Like, the kid's
Smoke
like,
weed
obviously
every
he has
day.
issues. He's talking to somebody on the internet he's never met. He's telling him what he's going to do to him. You know what? Why don't you meet me? You know, meet me at a public place. You know, and I was meeting him at a public place. You know, in a public, I mean, in a mutual town that
He was way off your square. You're the guy who advises me best right now, and you were way off your square. You about to fight a nigga somewhere? What?
No. I invited him to a restaurant. Like, I'm not going to get into a fight in a restaurant parking lot. If I was going to fight, I'm going to go to a guy's house, which I did end up going. I drove by his house after, but maybe that was a little out of line. But
you can't counsel me. Said, Joe, what are you doing?
I waited for him, never showed up, so I said, all right, well, it is what it is. And then that's when he told me to come over, and probably shouldn't have fell for that. But
and you came over?
I drove by.
Right.
Yeah, but I guess my point is bringing it up.
Can I say this, Rada? That was great to hear you say that, because you are the one who always tell me, you know, don't fall for shit. Right now, you're the main guy telling me that shit. And to know that you experienced and that you fall and you have to try and shit, that was kind of priceless to me. All right, that was all I wanted to say.
Probably going back to June, July, maybe.
Yeah, but my point is bringing it up is when people that are close to him called him out on it. Just, you know.
Yes, right on.
Right, and I guess they felt like he was out of line. And they
Rod said, won't be long for my own show, my own channel. That don't make game. And the first one will have a leg to stand on there. Good enough for me.
I don't guess he's
good luck with that, Raz. I hope you do well.
You don't know what he did and all of that shit. I hope he did the manly thing and said, listen, I've heard your advice. I'll either listen or not, but I appreciate you giving your advice, as opposed to blowing up at a motherfucker who's trying to give you the advice that you don't want to hear right now.
I see me up there. Man, you see going.
Normal reaction, I guess, is all to be defensive. But from what I remember, I told everybody, you know, I take it under advisement, and I told everybody. And I even said it months later. I said, I probably, if I knew then what I know now, probably definitely wouldn't have done it.
Very good.
I learned my lesson. I mean, you don't go to somebody's house. I mean, it was probably part heat or passion going and being a little heated, but I was smart enough to go to a restaurant instead of going and say, hey, you know, meet me in a public place or meet me in a parking lot. I told him, meet me at a restaurant. And that way I already told where I was going, which is probably the wrong thing to do too, because now a lot of folks are mad at Rebel. So now he's probably being smart enough saying, I'm not going because I don't know who else is going to show up besides Rada. I don't know who else is going to come and kick my ass. So, I mean, that's the difference too. So, I mean, I don't blame him for not, you know, I mean, now I kind of get it. But now
and I think it's good now that you're not engaging with him anymore. I think that's like that's good, because now it's nothing can happen if you're not, you know, if you're not going over to his panels, or you're not engaging him on other panels or even in a chat. Like, you know, they kind of run out of ammunition at that point eventually. Now sometimes they don't though. Like I've noticed there's some things that, you know, just never, they're just relentless. You don't have to do anything. You're just you, and they just want to fuck with you. Because you're just you.
I think
and I get that you don't have us on your feed. But why are you whining about me in the chat long before I was even here? Or I was
about happiness.
Maybe on your feed, but clearly I'm not out of your head.
And and just being some type of free floating butterfly, a Sarah or somebody like that, and they are just jealous.
Why
do everybody
tell me what I meant, Rob.
Why do they not
I love when people do that. Laugh out loud.
Why people bullied Sarah, because they saw how happy she was, how she got along with people.
She had a beautiful life.
Rent free.
Everybody does. She did 99% of the time.
Hashtag winning.
And people didn't like to see that, so they went after her. They tried
And that's
to
just a shitty thing to do.
That was a fucking shitty thing to do.
I'm sorry. Look,
I love company.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm gonna get out of here. Mike, y'all. Peace out. Much love, respect. Hell yeah, Paper Nut Shits in 1999, baby.